Hello and welcome back. Today we have another £500 worth of £2 coins to have a hunt through, looking for the commemoratives. Ones are more than face value, but ideally one of the two we're still missing from the book. We need Commonwealth Games England, the rarest of the four Commonwealth Games. Well, the Commonwealth Games are the rarest £2 coins in circulation, England being one of the scarcer, but not the most scarce. We've ticked that one off, Northern Ireland mercifully, we're not waiting on that one. We also need Mary Rose as well, which would be a beautiful coin to tick off. There is also the 2021 Britannia, which we don't know how many are minted, but they are minted for circulation, so when they crop up that would be quite exciting, but I haven't seen any personally or on any other channels or whatever, so who knows how long it's going to be until we see our first 2021 Britannias. But for the time being, let's get into this bag and see what we find. Okay, so first bag. We can see that is Technologies. It's the definitive design up to 2015, where it's taken over that role by the Britannia. There are some lower minted years, but nothing scarce enough that in my mind they're worth keeping. Our first commemorative is the abolition of the slave trade. Now you can see it's got a texture finish on the inner part of the coin. It's worth double checking that because there is a smooth finish with the initials at the bottom right of the 7. That's a variant that didn't go into circulation, but a lovely coin nonetheless. Fairly common though, you'll see that quite often. That's all we're getting in that first bag. We've got plenty of bags still to get through though. But again, a massive thank you from me to all you lovely people, because as you've seen in previous weeks, hang on, before we get into that, just speaking about Britannia, it was the new current definitive design on £2 coins. This one is from 2016, so the more common of the 2 years we know how many are minted of. Obviously that could be overtaken by 2021, but who knows. But still, a coin that's above face value and a lovely find. As I was saying, that a massive thank you, because as in my previous video on my channel, I have let you guys know that I have moved and I am in a new job at the Britannia Coin Company, making coin videos for them for TikTok and YouTube. So if you haven't already, be sure to go check out that channel, because we've released a few videos now and people are really positive on it, and I'm very grateful for that. We've got Guy Fawkes, the Gunpowder Plot, another very common coin. But no, the great thing about doing this is that I had loads of ideas about coin videos, ideas that I thought would make fantastic videos, but where I was working full-time in an occupation that had nothing to do with coins, it made it very difficult for me to make those additional kind of videos, because my YouTube channel, Christopher Collects, is sort of a part-time hobby, and to fit work and life all around it, and then wanting also to make these other cool videos was always a bit of a challenge. But now I'm able to make those videos over on Britannia Coin Company's YouTube channel. Abolition of the slave trade for a second time today. Oh, that's going to be something. What's that going to be? Our first Shakespeare's tragedies. We'll come back to that momentarily. Let's get rid of these. So, 3 coins for Shakespeare. There is histories, comedies and tragedies. Now on the tragedies, there is some of these coins have escaped the mint with the wrong edge inscription. It should say, what a piece of work is a man, but some of them have got the edge inscription that should have been on the army centenary for king and country. I can see the word work there, so it looks like this has the correct edge inscription on. So I've only ever found one edge inscription error on these tragedies, which is a very nice coin to have found, but I haven't found any since, but we'll keep checking, because how cool would it be to find them. I also checked all the other Shakespeares as I go as well, just in case, because it happened on one of the coins that year. It could happen on the other coins, but you never can tell. Speaking of edge inscriptions though, let's have a look and do an edge hunt. So, standing on the shoulders of giants is an Isaac Newton quote. It's on the definitive design. This one at the top there, I see peace, goodwill, in victory, magnanimity. That should be the VE Day anniversary, which it is. Now we've got counters tracking some of these coins, so some of the common ones, some of the uncommon ones, just out of interest to see how many we find over the course of filling the book. And naturally, when the 2021 Britannias filter in, we won't know how many were minted, or at least I don't expect that we'll know how many were minted initially. So we will have a counter tracking how many we find in addition, until we find out how many were minted. But Again, it's the wonder of whether it's going to be a scarce one or whether it's going to be a very common one. Who can really tell? We've got our second Shakespeare in the style of Sean Connery. Shakespeare's comedies, the scarcest of the three, a coin that I don't often see many of, but more recently I have been seeing more, which is very cool. The whole world's a stage should be the edge inscription, which it looks like. Oh, all the world's a stage, I should say. But no. That's a nice find. 2 out of 3 Shakespeare's found. We're just missing Shakespeare Histories, the one with the crown and the dagger. And then we have found all 3 in that set, which is pretty neat. But yes, whether 2021 Britannia is going to be a scarce coin or a very common coin. That's a shiny one. So 2015. We'll just check for rotations, because when you flip a coin like this, the queen should be facing this way. But I found on a number of these 2015 ones, you flip it and she's looking at the wrong sort of angle. That's a die rotation error. I do go through all the coins off to the side at the end of the video to make sure whether we've got any rotation errors to be had after the battery look through, because we have found some pretty strong rotations where the queen is facing this way, for instance. Oh, there is another abolition of the slave trade. Again, smooth textured finish, and it looked for a moment like there was initials, but no, it's just a little bit of wear and tear on the coin that looked like it might be, but sadly not. I've still yet, and I know I say it quite often, still have yet to find a £2 coin that was not intended for circulation, one that's struck for collector's sets, or one of these variants that shouldn't be out there. One of these days though, one will crop up, especially now that we're doing 2 £2 coin hunts a week. Doubles our odds, doubles our chances of getting something extraordinary, which would be lovely. But if the only way to guarantee you won't find something is to stop looking. Oh, that's a nice one. DNA double helix, one of my favourite designs. It is a very common coin though, but it is a really beautiful coin, so I don't mind. And if we can get more variety in the hunts, that's an added bonus. We've got one of the 2 Brunels here. This is Brunel's portrait. There is the achievements, the arches at Paddington Station as well. We've got a dual counter tracking both of them, just to see how many we find over the course of filling the book. Interesting to see which one ends up in the lead. They're fairly close in terms of how many we found of each. Oh, very nice. London Underground train. I swear, since I've moved, I've had a lot of luck with these London Underground coins. So obviously Wiltshire, the lucky coin is the London Underground. But no, the London Underground train, the edge inscription is like the tube map. Obviously the one with the roundel, it says mind the gap, or please mind the gap. I can't recall. But in my mind it should have been the other way around. The one with the roundel should have the map and the train should have please mind the gap. But we won't grumble, because that is another very nice find. Nothing more from that bag though. But yes, recently, well, when this video goes up, I believe, if my maths is correct, we will have, I will have passed 4 years Christopher Collects. Coins, that is, because we don't count what was on the channel before that, because no one was interested in that at all. And I will have a whole collection video. I'm thinking it will be out in the next couple of weeks. I've got a couple of other videos that are fairly time sensitive that I want to get out before I do that. But I'm excited to, I say excited, it's going to be, it's always a long video to record, but it's always quite a nice one to mark another year of this bozo and his camera and coins. There we've got another Guy Fawkes, the other ones we found, another one we found earlier. But we believe that the new coin releases are all going to start kicking off again. We had a bit of a lull, a bit of a quiet time in January, other than the annual sets. But lots of new coins to come out, which is very exciting. Dear, dear. A couple of cases of the diddlies there, but nothing to be found, unfortunately. As is though, we've got plenty more bags still to get through though. We can find something wonderful. Wouldn't it be nice to tick off one of the ones in the books? It'd be nice to tick off both of them, but I think that'd be asking too much of one video. Ah, there we go. Lord Kitchener, an interesting coin. Because he's going to be in the 25 years of the £2 coin set, much like the 50 years of the 50p set, just restriking older designs to commemorate quarter of a century of the bimetallic £2 coin. But there is also one to look out for. On the obverse, the sign of the Queen's head, it should say £2 at the bottom, but there is a mule error whereby the wrong obverse and the obverse and reverse don't match as they should do, where it doesn't say £2. That would be a lovely one to find. As you can see, it says £2 there, so this is the generic circulating one that's fairly common, unfortunately. One of these days we will find a mule. Just keep at it. Tell you what, let's do an edge hunt again. We found something in the last one, nothing spectacular. Oh, here we go. I not a man and a brother. That's the abolition of the slave trade. Will it have a smooth finish or will it have the textured finish? Let's have a look. Textured finish. So that's 4 of them found today. We didn't normally find that many of them, but nothing else to be had in that bag. But yes, the YouTube channel with the Britannia Coin Company is, we want to be very interactive with you, the dear viewer. So if you have thoughts and ideas and things you would like us to focus on our videos or topics you'd like us to discuss, do let us know in the comments over on the Britannia Coin Company's YouTube channel, because we would love to make videos that people want to see. It's going to be less coin hunting. Coin hunting will still continue as it does on Christopher Collects, but we've got some fantastic ideas and some awesome videos planned and coming up that I'm sure you're going to love. Got ourselves another Shakespeare comedies there, 2 in a hunt, woohoo! I can see it says the world's stage, so no edge inscription error on that. It's worth noting that no edge inscriptions have been found on any of the other Shakespeares. I just feel it's prudent to check, and I check on video in case I'm the first one to find a new one, which would be very, very exciting. Shakespeare's histories, that's all 3 Shakespeares found, very nice. And it says the hollow, this is hollow, so it will say the hollow crown. So there we go. Shakespeare set complete. Wonderful stuff. There we go, another Shakespeare's comedies. This is really bulking out my collection of Shakespeare comedies recently. So that's fine, no edge inscription error on that one. Ooh, there we go. And then we have one we haven't had today, that's Charles Dickens. Fairly common, see that quite often. Pop that down there. Alright, a few more bags to go. You never know what we might find. That's shiny. There's another Shakespeare, Shakespeare's Histories again. And again it says the hollow crown, so nothing too exciting about that one. It's slightly over face value, not massively so. That's the more common of the 3 Shakespeares. It'd be nice to have another multi-coin set though. They are quite fun to have, and coin sets seem to be quite popular. We've had like obviously the Olympic set, the Beatrix Potters, Shakespeare's on £2 coins. I guess the London Underground Roundel and Trainer are almost like a mini set, as are the Brunels. So having a coin and its counterparts is quite fun to try and like find the whole collection in one hunt. Speaking of which, there is another Shakespeare's Histories, the hollow crown. So again, that is fine. Nothing else to be had in that bag. Wow, crash bang wallop, careful. Okay, well, we're on to the last bag of the hunt now. We've flown through them. We've had some nice finds. Nothing new for the book, but when it gets down to only 2 coins left to fill the book, it's always going to turn this way a little bit. For those of you that watch this far in the video though, you might be interested to know I have a Discord server. You can click the link in the description to come and join that. Another Charles Dickens. If you're not on Discord though, you can catch from Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, TikTok, the PO Box, which is still the same address. Nothing's changed on that as of yet. It's in the process of changing, but it's being rerouted to me currently. And then we finished this video off with Brunel's portrait. Right, I'm going to check the coins off to the side to see whether we've got any rotations or edge inscription errors on these coins. Unfortunately, no rotation errors, no edge inscription errors, everything as it should be on those coins. One of these days we'll find some more intriguing oddities, but it can't happen in every video, otherwise they wouldn't be so exciting to find. But in terms of star finds, I pick one of these 3. But do let me know down in the comments which is your favourite coin from today's hunt. And as ever, all that leaves me to do is thank you so much for watching. I hope you've enjoyed, and I'll see you next time for more coins. Bye.